All right. So we're late, but we're only like 7 minutes late.
Dude, we're relatively early compared to other shows.
Yes.
In fact, we're on time.
I mean, even technically, I think it says somewhere that we start at 5 now, so we might be early.
It's 4:30 somewhere.
Yeah.
Those weird time zones that are 7 minutes behind us.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Anyways, we have a bunch of great topics this week. We actually don't have a bunch of great topics, but we have a few like absolute zingers.
Quality over quantity this week.
Yeah, some of them are actually quite fantastic. I'm going to talk about Nintendo and SanDisk. Just screwing over customers. It's going to be great. Also, Facebook wants your nude photos today, so help them out.
And they can have them. Intel and the other guys, AMD, have actually collaborated to make a chip together. Dun dun dun. And the plot thickens as Intel gets a new employee.
A very special new employee.
It's Linus. That's why he's not here.
Yeah, he quit. Anyways, intro to the show. That's him. That's awkward.
Sailing away. Linus, wait! We need you! I'm dead. I'm James and Linus. And Luke. Oops. Cut the mic. Cut it.
The delay box.
Wardrobe malfunction.
All right, FreshBooks. Savage Jerky. IFIXIT. Put this thing back. Go to no guest. Apparently, we're clipping like crazy. People are really upset about the audio.
Clippity clop.
I don't know what people did.
We're just really loud this week.
We might have to redo it. Oh, I don't know what to change on here.
Can I give you a test tone? There's a song. I don't know how to describe it. It's a Russian song. It was like a viral sensation a few years ago.
Oh.
Chum Dum Dum.
Yeah.
Like the guy's like super weird. He makes that noise.
Yeah.
So if on Google Home, if you're like, hey Google, play that Russian song where the guy goes, it'll play it. And I don't actually know the name of the song, so I have to do it like that every single time.
That's amazing.
It works every time. What are you doing down there, Luke? Are we gonna...
On the incredibly dusty mixer, I think I might have found master volume. So hopefully it's okay. We're just gonna go with it. We'll see what the audience says.
PC master volume race.
Oh my goodness. Watch that be a thing. Someone finds like a specific volume level that like you set Windows to, and then they want all the content creators to like set their volumes to another thing.
See, I thought you were gonna go a different route. Like the PC Master Volume Race is just a bunch of PC enthusiasts with great hair, giant teased backcombed hair. Yeah.
That would be absolutely fantastic.
Do you want to start at the beginning?
I want to start here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So apparently Luke has been living under our absolute hefty rock.
Okay, no, I knew that he had left. I didn't know that
Spoilers.
he had joined.
Spoilers.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning.
I'm gonna leave this off screen until we get into it.
On Monday, Intel made an announcement. They announced that they're gonna be making a chip that has AMD graphics on it. Not integrated graphics. It still has Intel integrated graphics, but it has a discrete GPU that's on the same like die.
Yeah.
So they found a way to create gaming laptops with performance-level processors and discrete graphics in a much smaller form factor, and they're partnering with AMD to do it. So what they've done is they've reduced the usual silicon footprint by less than half of the standard discrete components by putting a Core H series processor, HBM2 memory, and a custom to Intel discrete graphics chip from AMD onto a single package.
Is it really bad?
Still clippage?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
We interrupt this program for shitty audio.
You don't turn on the master, you turn on the input. So where was the master? I don't know what any of these are.
That's the thing. I don't either. Yeah. I brought that slide.
Is it so bad that I shouldn't even talk right now?
No, it's not that bad.
Okay, well I'm going to continue then.
Okay, yeah, go.
Yeah, you just
Okay.
keep going.
I wish we could. Can we show them a link though? Can you?
Yeah. Which
There's
one?
a sweet picture. Follow the first link.
This one?
No, not the second one.
Okay, yeah.
Because then it'll give you a visual of how much smaller this new integrated thing is. Ooh, no, go. Yeah, that's it.
There we go.
There used to be a slideshow though on another site where you can click through and see like the normal size of the PCB when you have discrete graphics next to a processor and like how much space that takes up compared to this one integrated thing.
Okay.
It's like almost just half the size.
I'll try to look around for that. You keep going.
We're all stoked though, because what this means is you can have a BA gaming laptop that's not thicker than the thinnest thin and light laptops we see today, because you'll have so much more space for the OEMs to make up thermal solutions, or maybe they can create their own new board layouts or increase the battery life. So super, super sweet.
Yeah.
And that was on Monday. And then on Tuesday, AMD had an announcement of their own.
Yeah.
That Raja Koduri was actually leaving. So a couple of WAN shows ago,
And that was huge, and I knew about that.
and people had suspected that, because a couple of WAN shows ago when I was here with Linus, we talked about that. That was the announcement that week that he was going on a sabbatical. And
Yeah.
And I thought it was overhyped. I thought it was like, who cares, guys? He just worked really hard inventing Vega, and now he wants a 2-month break. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
And everyone was like, nah, this is going to be really bad. He's not coming back. Something's afoot. And
Because
I may not-
sabbaticals, okay, to give a little bit of inside to some of the tech industry, at some of the really big tech companies, I'm not going to name specific names, very long-term sabbaticals are a thing, and people come back. So like, I would have actually sided with you guys and been like, oh, it's probably fine.
I didn't know that, but I knew in the academic world they do it all the time.
Yeah.
Professors do it all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, whatever, he just busted ass, like now he can chill.
Yeah.
But Linus was like, no, like this is bad. And a lot of other people agreed with him. So maybe I wasn't wrong. Maybe they didn't know at the time, but it turns out on Tuesday they announced, yeah, Raja's leaving AMD. The next day, on Wednesday, Intel has another announcement saying, yeah, guess what? We got a new teammate. It's Raja. He's going to be
Boom.
the head of everything over here.
Intel to develop discrete GPUs hires Raja Koduri as chief architect and senior VP. That is huge. If you don't know this guy, that's actually like a really big deal. If you saw the memes from forever ago when he like dropped the GPU in front of Linus, and it was like the only one, and it was like, oh my goodness, finally someone dropped something on camera who wasn't Linus in front of Linus.
It's contagious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Linus infected him with the dropping virus. Maybe that's why he dropped a company. Oh man.
So
yeah.
So he basically started it all at Radeon in like the 90s, and then he left for a while to Apple. Then he came
Yeah.
back and did Vega. And now he's leaving. And originally you might think, okay, so Intel just announced this integrated card. Maybe the next iteration of that, instead of working with AMD, is just going to have an in-house discrete
Right.
graphics like the similar tech, because it's the same guy. But no, they've gone a step further and announced that actually they're gonna flesh out their entire GPU stack, and most relevant to us and our audience is probably high-end. Like Intel's gonna try to make GPUs again,
That's crazy.
and hopefully they won't suck like the i740 in the 90s and Larrabee project that never even landed.
That is legitimately crazy. This is exciting and scary at the same time, because it's exciting to see what Intel's going to do with this, but then it's also scary because like AMD just lost.
The man.
Yeah. But then at the same time, no offense, a little bit underperforming on a couple of the cards compared to what people were sort of expecting. So
Well, how much of that is his fault? You
yeah,
never
I
really
don't know. Maybe none, or maybe all. I have no idea.
Do you think they'll make a
gonna be
card,
interesting.
a graphics card aimed at gamers, or do you think they're just going to be trying to capture the AI market, which is why Nvidia's stock has gone up threefold?
Yeah,
in
no,
the last
I'm
year?
suspecting that direction. I honestly, Intel is not really super on top of the let's go after gamers thing, and I don't think they have been for a long time. If they're going to do something, I expect it's going to be some form of enterprise application, some form of industry application. They've been showing that card for a very long time, them diving super hard into NUC, which I thought was kind of a weird move, but whatever. Them diving super hard into Internet of Things.
Which is another thing they want to do with their GPUs here.
Yeah, not surprised at all. Intel's going super hard into IoT and has been for a while. I would expect them to be trying to do something along with AI or machine learning, which is sort of the same deal, and etc. I don't expect this is going to be a gamer-focused thing. I'm sure they'll find ways to like trickle down technology, be like, oh, we figured out how to do this neat thing, like being able to make laptops thinner because of this tech, and still have it be high performance and whatnot, which is super cool. But I don't think it's going to be a gamer-focused drive.
And what about the future of AMD? Are they screwed without this guy, or did he teach a man to fish, as it were?
Well, I think AMD's been doing really great on the processor side of things, and I think they've been flexing those muscles for a while now. And when they first came out with this new wave of processors, something that we were saying a lot was that they needed to be out for a while. Because like us, with our infrastructure, looking at the editing den, we don't upgrade their stuff until next gen.
Yeah.
And we give them really baller stuff from last gen so that it's already proven. We know there isn't going to be any like major crazy BIOS changes because like the RAM didn't work or any like junk like that. It's all going to be fine.
A company cannot afford that downtime.
No, exactly.
For a gamer, it's like just frustrating, but.
And sometimes even fun in a weird, self-abusive way. But like, it's a different scenario, right? And now that their processors have been out for a while, people are starting to trust it more, and that's really cool. They've been selling really well. I'm seeing a lot more builds starting with that platform.
And it hasn't even taken that long.
No.
It's only been, like, how long? Since, like, 4 months?
We're looking at months, yeah.
And already, like, the RAM issues, it's just dialed in.
Oh, tons of it is being taken care of, which is awesome. So they're doing great on that front. GPUs have not been seeing as much success. So I don't know. Hopefully Teach Them How to Fish happened, I guess. And hopefully they keep trying on GPU because I want AMD winning on both fronts. Because Intel needs a proper competitor and NVIDIA needs a proper competitor. And there isn't a fourth. So they need to kind of manage it.
Speaking of the tuning, Wolfenstein is Vulkan only, and it's like slaying on Ryzen. It's like utilizing, like with an 1800X, uses all the cores, all the threads.
That's
to the
super
max,
cool.
Full tilt. It's equally good with like a 7700K, like those like super single thready ones.
Yeah.
It kicks ass on both platforms now, which is awesome.
That's really cool. I like that kind of stuff. When I made my WTF is going on with Vulkan and DX12 video, a lot of it was the reason why we made that video, as probably a lot of you guys know, was a lot of people in the comments were screaming about us not necessarily testing with those a lot of the time. And a big part of my conclusion on that ridiculously long video was there just isn't games that have been released that are tuned for this properly yet, and maybe Wolfenstein is like the beginning of the flock. That's cool. Anyways, moving forward. Whoop! Doesn't really matter that you guys saw that, but oh my god, the show is pre-prepared. Whoa! So I guess that's both of those topics basically. Let's slam on Nintendo. This is ridiculous.
Is it Nintendo? Who sets this? Who decides?
Probably a little bit of both. Wow, no ad block installed. What a good person. I say it to myself.
Let's take a moment to describe how the Nintendo Switch works.
Okay, so the Nintendo Switch has, under the kickstand, there's an SD card slot, and it doesn't have a ton of storage. The cartridges that you have for the games, you can buy physical cartridges. That's what I've been doing for a lot of them because I've been personally worried about the storage, and I don't want to be toting around a whole bunch of these freaking micro SD cards because I don't trust them really. But there's some games, I do believe,
That's right.
that you have to have an SD card.
That's right. NBA 2K18
Yeah, and I think that's going to expand.
is one of them.
I think it's going to happen more and more as time goes on. There's going to be games that require SD card space.
Just like needing a Rumble pack.
Yeah, a little bit more imperative, but yeah. Oh man, I actually miss Rumble packs. Those were cool. I liked being able to like, I hate this thing because some modern games I don't like. Anyways, yeah. So they have now made like it says on it Nintendo Switch. It's an official Nintendo Switch SD card, and it's ludicrously expensive. This 64 gig one is $99.99, and I'm pretty darn sure that's
Three
US.
times the price. Yeah, that's US.
Yeah, so $100 for a 64 gig card.
It's 3 times the price, the comparable, like the exact same one from SanDisk with the same specs is $29.
Whew, that's really brutal.
And you can get ones that don't have the same specs for even cheaper than that, like $20. But your game's gonna load slower or whatever. But
Yeah. That's rough because what's essentially happening here is they're profiting off of like
ignorant people.
Yeah. And like unfortunately a lot of it's going to be like your mom buying you Christmas presents.
Yeah.
And she wants to get you like the Switch, Odyssey, and this, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, this is way too much money. I can't do this."
Because where do you think in the store
$100.
this is going to be on the shelf?
Right next to the
It's
Switch
going to
stuff.
be the only one that's right beside the Switch stuff. Right.
And a lot of places like what is it, America, GameStop. We have EB Games, whatever. I think it's GameStop though. There probably won't be another SD card.
Could be true. The other thing that's really insidious about this is like they're using an open standard. It's not like a PS Vita that had like a proprietary type of storage card.
Yeah.
It's open. It's a regular SD card. So when they designed the Switch, they went with an open standard. Like awesome.
Which is cool. I do definitely.
And then
that.
it's like they got an email one day or like a call for some like greasy sales guy. It was like, got an idea for you. What if we just put Link and Mario on the box and just squeeze a few extra bucks out of those suckers who don't know that you can just use any old SD card?
Yeah.
Mom won't know what hit her.
Okay, so it's dirty that they're doing that. It's dirty that they're charging so much more for it just to have the Nintendo Switch logo on it. But at the same time, I guess I would still give them props for at least using an open standard, because there isn't that many console type things or even portable type things that use open standards.
Yeah, that's sweet.
So like, try to help inform other people that you don't have to buy this.
So why did they do it then?
Yeah,
Why?
Well, official Nintendo Switch licensed product things are like everywhere. They have carrying cases. They have like a little backpack thing that you can have. They have tons of different stuff, and you throw on the official Nintendo, like licensed by Nintendo kind of deal.
Yeah.
Except it's not licensed by Nintendo. It's just the logo. So it'll be made by someone else, and then it tacks on a huge price because you have to give Nintendo money for everything that you sell.
Sure.
Because you sold whatever. But then I think, so SanDisk is probably doing that type of partnership. Hey, can we put your logo on it? Yeah, we'll pay you per item. Okay, cool. And then marking up on top of that, because they have to make money on top of that.
So they're going to have thicker margins on this than they do on their regular non-branded one.
Certainly.
So the question is, how much of that $99 is the Nintendo license fee?
I have no clue.
You know?
Probably a lot, though.
Come on.
Apparently, the 128 gigabyte version is $100, so you could get twice the capacity for the same price.
Yeah, at the 64 gigabyte range, the price difference between the two is a factor of 3, but going up to higher capacities, it drops down to a factor of 2, which is in line with our theory here that there's a fixed cost that doesn't scale up, right? That licensing cost is fixed.
So iChoice in the chat is all pissed off because we're saying it's open. So yeah, there's patents and all this kind of stuff in the SD space. What we meant by open, and I understand why you're upset, but like, come on, dude, is that you can use a bunch of different things. What we're talking about is it's not like playing with PlayStation, the old like PlayStation 1 memory card deal. Like you couldn't use a thing that you could just buy from a bunch of different brands. There's no competition. It was all proprietary from that specific company.
That still counts as an open standard, even though it was developed by like a consortium of different companies.
I think there's royalties that you have to pay for. SD card licenses are imposed for manufacture and sale of memory cards and host adapters, US $1,000 per year plus membership at US $1,500 a year. I don't know. It feels open for the consumers, because if I already owned a micro SD card, I could just put it in there. I don't have to have one from Nintendo.
Do you think Nintendo knew that this was, or do you think that?
I'm sure they knew.
Do you think Nintendo's reading this and they're like, "Oh no, you guys, you weren't supposed to do that." No.
Oh, I doubt that. I honestly don't think Nintendo cares at all. They put their logo on it. They probably knew the price it was going to be. I don't think it matters to them. I am very happy that they're using micro SD and USB-C for everything. That has actually been awesome. When I first bought it, I had my Pixel XL, Pixel 1 XL, whatever, and then this. So I bought like some multi-packs off Amazon of USB-C, and it was just like basically everything I had is now USB-C. It's fantastic. I love it. It's great.
You know what's really dumb? Google Pixel, USB-C. The Home Mini, micro USB.
Really?
And yeah, so stupid. And they come in like such similar boxes. And then now we have these here.
Okay.
Show everybody.
Okay.
Now we have the Google Pixel Buds, USB-C.
Yeah.
Why? Why is there one?
I mean, that's cool.
No, this is sweet. No,
yeah.
They should just all be C. Why is there one product that doesn't? Like, I could have just one cord, like, for all of them.
I'm assuming I don't know, and I don't think this is great, but I'm assuming the thought process was that you're not plugging in and unplugging that one.
True.
So you only plug it in once, so it's annoying one time, and then you leave it there, and it's cheaper.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, they don't want me to, and I'm not going to unplug my home just to charge my headphones.
Yeah.
But like, oh, so you're saying it's cheaper to implement, so.
Yeah. They can throw in a cheaper cable, it's cheaper to implement. They're like, you just plug it in once, you leave it there, don't touch it. I would rather that everything moved to C, but right now it is more expensive to throw.
I don't like it, Luke.
I agree.
But I like these.
Understand.
These are sweet. Have you seen these
Talk
yet?
about those. No, I haven't. I haven't seen them at all yet.
So I was researching these butt ton yesterday in anticipation of their delivery today. And the angle I'm looking at them is these versus AirPods.
Okay,
Which
that's fair.
Ed has a pair over there.
So does Nick Light.
Oh yeah, that's right. And Linus he took them with him though. To New York.
Probably,
But
yeah.
this is a larger case than the AirPod case, but it's still smaller than I thought it was going to be. And it's felt, which is cool. And it's a little magnetic kind of opening case.
Oh, okay.
Whoop.
It sounds nice.
Yes, it's cool. I don't want to give the whole review away right now, but I think they look pretty cool.
They do look pretty cool. I've been interested in these, like,
Take a gander.
Bluetooth earbud kind of dealies, but I'm not going to lie, I've been looking at the Apple ones more.
Ooh.
My reasoning for that, and I'm really interested in seeing the review on this, actually. Oh, that's kind of a cool charging mechanism.
He's crossing
Oh,
over.
that is pretty cool. Oh, and they
Yes.
go in magnetic.
Release.
Pretty nice.
Release your hate.
Okay, so
Apple.
what I do like about the AirPods, is that their name?
Yeah.
Is that they drop down.
Okay.
Because I have an issue with earbuds just coming out of my ears.
Ah.
So I have traditionally had to use the
Just
old
going
style
out.
of just going everywhere.
I thought you were gonna say you didn't like the ones that went up and behind.
Oh no, I'm cool with those.
Okay.
Yeah, is that what do these do
No.
that? Okay.
No,
yeah.
they have a cord. They're neck buds.
Okay.
I just learned that word. I didn't.
That's a phrase. All right.
Yeah, people call them neck buds.
Cool.
Like, because there's truly wireless, like the AirPods and like the Braggy Dash or whatever. But the ones that are connected, like Jaybird runs, neck pods.
Neck buds.
Neck buds. Yeah.
Okay. Neato.
More on those next week.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a little segue. Do Floatplane stuff. Oh my goodness, Floatplane.
Speaking of seeing
Hooray.
these next week, they'll be on Floatplane first.
Yeah, they will.
Floatplane.
On TechCookie right now, how to set up Intel Optane cache. I'm going to tell you right now, that is a difficult process. I legitimately think this video is going to be awesome. I don't think you're going to be sitting there struggling how to install one right now and need that video, so this might not necessarily immediately be a reason to buy Floatplane because of utilitarian aspect, but it's interesting, and you might have to set one up in the future. But
Put that in
so
your
I
pocket,
would-
bookmark it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's evergreen.
Heck yeah. We built a freaking laser cutter. It's performing super well right now. Tons of people watching that. It's a very interesting video. We put in a door that I can't show you. It's right here. I can't show you just because I can't turn the
Weird,
camera.
it's right there.
It's a door. It's way more interesting. There's some people in the comments that are like, people are getting way too worked up about this door. It's a big deal. There's a whole nother like essentially building there, and we had no internal access to it before. It's very cool that there's a
cold in
door
there.
here. It is.
Echoey, not for much longer.
Yeah, we're going to be doing some more work on that, and there's video about that. We have insane SSD RAID setup that is bootable using Samsung 960 Pros. iPhone 8 versus GoPro Hero 6 Black. Is that on YouTube yet?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, so we're
So rush out and get Floatplane tonight.
do it.
Can't wait.
Watch that thing. It's actually an interesting video because GoPro has been in an interesting spot for a while because
thank you.
phone
That's my
cameras
video.
are getting a lot better. I did watch it. It's good.
Ah,
I assumed it was yours because you're in a fair amount of the B-roll stuff.
that happens.
Yeah, yeah. That's a way to figure out who wrote the video, by the
Yeah.
way. Kind of a little cheeky trick.
That GoPro though. Yeah.
Can't give the video away. It's interesting though.
It's not even fair though because it's fall/winter here and we're not snowboarding. Like I would love to take it out surfing in Hawaii just so our B-roll was as nice as some of the footage that's on their website
Yeah.
instead of being like, yeah, here's a kind of rainy field by our work.
Yeah, because like if you can just hold it there with your hand like this, of course the phone's going to do pretty well.
Yeah.
And I know this was mentioned in the video, one of the ways that GoPro shines is you can just like stick it to something and it'll be okay,
Yeah.
which is actually super cool.
But a few years ago, they were actually. This might even be just like a misconception
dominated.
in my mind. A few years ago, like GoPro Hero 3 era, which is when the iPhone 5S was out, I thought back then, like GoPro stomped it. I remember when I first saw GoPros, I was like, holy cow, that's like the sickest footage I've ever seen. So I went back, and on YouTube, there's actually comparison videos between the 3 Plus or 3 Plus Silver versus the iPhone 5S, and they were pretty comparable back then too.
All right, I don't know. Yeah, maybe the idea of using your phone as a filming device is being more accepted now.
Yeah, well, I remember that the first time I saw a monopod, it was like at a music festival, and someone put their GoPro on the end of it and brought it to a music festival, and I had a GoPro, and I thought like, oh, that's weird, these things are action cams, but now it's like trickled out to just bring it to a music festival. And then after that monopole started to be called selfie stick, and people put phones on them.
Yeah.
So it's like it all, like conceptually, like the technology is equal, but conceptually it trickled down from one spot to the other.
Somebody pointed out WAN Show used to get 10K viewers. It does get less now on Twitch, but it's also because we didn't announce this video on YouTube because of some reason that I don't remember. But I'm gonna segue from that into the random stuff that was sent to me this week. So I was sent a 5-pound gummy bear. It's apparently the world's largest gummy bear, and it was made in the USA, which is not surprising. The version that I got is apparently sour apple, and I don't think I can eat it.
Ooh.
It's 6,000 calories. It was sent. The thing that hurts too is it was sent to me for my birthday, which like makes me want to. But then it's 6,000 calories.
You're gonna have to have a gummy bear party, man.
A gummy bear party.
You're gonna have to slice it up into cubes and have little toothpicks.
So this is the cake.
Put candles in it. Just like.
Just mutilate a gummy bear for the cake.
Man.
That's fantastic. It's 10 inches tall. It weighs approximately 5 pounds. Yeah, this is the sour apple version, and like this is. Like, do you guys see the mic stand move when I did that? Like, you could hammer nails with this.
When you
thing.
first chucked it at me, I was like, "Holy, that's girthy."
Yeah.
That is girthy.
That
thing.
Yeah.
Imagine that coming out on a platter, and it's got one of these things, and then and there's like candles on the top. And you're serving it like a cake, but not lying down. Like it's standing, and then you're serving pieces
it
like
could probably support its own weight.
Cutting pieces lengthwise.
Yeah, like I've tossed this to people every time someone catches it. They're just like, "What the heck?"
Oh.
You don't expect it at first.
Not only would it, even if it was like your favorite flavor, for someone to dummy that in one sitting is impossible.
Oh,
for
yeah.
you to open it,
It's
and
6,000 calories.
for you,
roughly.
It's 1,400 gummy bears worth of gummy bear. For you to open that and not finish it in one sitting, but then want to eat it again later,
Yeah.
it's gonna be gnarly.
Yeah.
Like the part where your saliva touches it's gonna
Yeah.
get all gross, isn't it? You gonna
Like
put saran wrap on that thing?
nicely trapped in there in its own little air bubble, but the second this like aerates properly,
Things gonna get stuck to it. There's gonna be
Yeah.
like hair on it.
some flies just be like,
It's a fly trap.
I found the mother lode.
And not only that, but it's sour apple. I
Yeah.
feel like something that's
So
got a bite like that, I can't do that much of.
apparently, because I'm actually kind of down with sour apple, but like,
Oh, Max has opened the door. It is
green-
interesting. You didn't see this gummy bear, and now you
no, she's seen it.
you need it.
She wants us to eat it.
You want to help us eat it?
Really?
Throw it over.
Throw.
No.
No, you'll
Right
die.
on the laser cutter. Boom! Yeah, that would not be good.
What was
I
the
don't
name
know.
of
This legitimately would take minimum 6 people, I think, because at 6 people, that's 1,000 calories.
Phelps eats these. That's what he takes in between in between laps. It's just it's like a pelican.
one big gulp.
Can you imagine if it was just in your stomach in one piece, and then your stomach acid was just trying to erode it from the edges?
It takes so long.
Like a snake, you just eat like once every 6 months.
So crazy.
What's the name of the website? Where that comes from?
So this is from, well, the guy that sent it to me, thank you very much. This is from Simeless, the guys that make Synergy. But this is www.giantgummibears.com. This is not a sponsor spot.
Naturally.
Not a sponsor spot.
Have you ever heard of that company, Big Ass Fans?
Yeah.
They make these giant ceiling fans that are like 6 feet in diameter. And I remember when I first saw one, my friend was like, yeah, they got that from a place called Big Ass Fans. It's like, you don't say. I feel it's the same with this gummy bear.
Is it a vegan gummy bear? I have no idea.
No, it's definitely not.
no,
gelatin's made from like ground up bones or something.
Oh, okay. Wow. So super not. That's what I would take that as. Anyways, thank you, Simeless, I guess, for that. And then also, someone sent me this shirt, which says "Heck yeah," and then has a big L. Oh, L on it, which apparently I say this a lot. I didn't know that. And then I said that to Jake, and he was like, you do. You say that a lot. So, yeah, thank you
That's
for
a heckin' nice shirt.
Yeah.
What's the L, though? Oh, it's a Luke.
Yeah.
Ah, it's
Yeah.
even in our colors.
Yeah, which is kind of neat. And there's a black one, too, so I have both.
You should plot something on it like it's a graph. That's what I think of when I see it.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. Like the crazy.
Yeah
movie,
is the independent variable.
Yes, absolutely.
As yeah goes on, you can see heck is fluctuating.
Speaking of things that were sent to me this week, Facebook wants to send you nudes, or wants you to send them nudes. I said that the completely wrong way around. But yeah, apparently Facebook is advertising that they can try to help combat revenge porn, which is good. But the way they want to do it is kind of funky. So let me get the article up here.
One of those things, you get it.
Yeah.
You get it, but it's like...
But it's Facebook, so you're also like, I don't know.
Let's just get into it here.
So apparently the idea is that you send Facebook the image, and they make a... Let's see here. Where is it? Messenger can send the images to be hashed. This means that the company converts the image into a unique digital fingerprint that can be used to identify and block any attempts to re-upload the same image. I guess probably only to Facebook?
Yeah.
Apparently they will
Maybe
take
Instagram as
action.
well.
Yeah, they will take action against pictures that were posted to Facebook, Instagram, or Messenger. So you can't, like, I guess the idea is, like, some wonderfully nice lady sends a wonderful photo to boyfriend. Boyfriend is a jerk bag, sends it to bro, and it doesn't work.
On Messenger, even if you direct message to someone that doesn't work, that's pretty sweet.
So Messenger, Facebook in total, and Instagram. So honestly, a lot of the ways that people message each other. Now, don't they own WhatsApp too?
Yes.
Apparently they didn't include that, so...
It's not shown in this article anyway. So the idea here, the thing that I like about this is that it's preventative.
Yeah.
It's not reactionary. They already have tools that are reactionary.
Yeah.
Where you can just report things, then they'll hash them and make sure it doesn't go up again. But this is totally preventative. You don't even have to break up with someone. You can be like, you know what? I'm going to send you some nudes, and I'm also going to send them... What you actually do is you send it to yourself on Messenger.
Okay.
And right now it's being tested in Australia, and
Yeah.
it's a partnership with some kind of a governmental agency, and you have to fill out a form with this agency, and then message yourself the picture. The agency contacts Facebook, so then I guess Facebook checks, then like sees that you sent yourself a picture, and then they hash it. The thing that's what I wonder is, like, do you get analytics? Like, can you try it? You're like, okay, I'm gonna send somebody news. And then I'm going to send it to Facebook, and then I'm going to get a notification if somebody tries to re-upload these nudes. And then I'll know that son of a gun didn't keep it to himself.
That would be super interesting, actually. Wow. Whew. Okay, so apparently that's kind of... That would make a crazy game.
That's a great episode of Seinfeld or something, or I don't know. What a game.
Well, because, like, just the, like, mental gymnastics that goes around that. Because then, like... I guess now the person receiving the nude, whatever gender, the person receiving the nude now has to be super careful because someone could like ruin your relationship if they got onto your computer.
Levels deep.
Yeah. If they got onto your computer or your phone or something and sent it to even just like themselves or some third party that has no idea what's going on, it would never even get there.
Ah.
And then the person would receive the notification.
Oh. And then the original sender could be like,
You tried to send
So you
this.
tried to send it, and you're like, he told you? And you're like, you don't know, I'm not going to tell you. And then someone's mad at someone else, like, I'm mad at you for telling her that I sent you this. And they're like, dude, I didn't. Yeah, right. And it's just like this triangle. And then someone at Facebook's like, exited.
I have brought doom to the world. Yeah.
Speaking of, that is even better. This isn't just happening algorithmically. There's actually an employee at Facebook who's receiving and looking at your nudes. So it's kind of like...
Wait, no, it's... What?
No, yeah, there's an employee who does this.
What?
Yes. It's in the notes here. So it's almost like a utilitarian type of thing, like the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Like, it's harm reduction. It's like, okay,
What?
one random at Facebook is going to see me naked, but that's better than anyone I know who's not authorized to see me naked, seeing me naked. I'm just imagining there's someone at Facebook whose job it's been for years and years.
Once Facebook gets that notification, a community operations analyst will access the image and hash it to prevent future instances from being uploaded or shared.
So check this out. I'm picturing there's a dude who's been working at Facebook for years on like their dick pic removal algorithm, and his whole job is just to like look at dick pics all day. And one day they're like, he gets called to the office like, you wanted to see me, sir? It's like, dude, you've been doing such a great job for so long. We're gonna give you a little promotion here. Now you get to look at mostly girls. Like, yes.
Oh my goodness, that's insane. I thought it was automated.
No.
How is it not automated?
Why is it not automated?
Yeah.
I guess their image recognition technology isn't at the point where it can just completely validate that these pictures are inappropriate.
Well, who cares?
Well, what if I'm like, ooh, there's a picture of me where I don't like the way I'm looking, like my smile sucks, so I'm just gonna report it, and then it would never get uploaded.
So?
Yeah, okay.
I think that is better than like some random employee at Facebook seeing everyone's news.
What if it's political? What if it's like there's a picture of politician like kicking a baby? Political party doesn't want that to go viral, so they go on Facebook, they upload the picture first and report it. And so like no one can ever upload this picture, and they hide the truth. Yeah.
Man, that's weird. And like, how do you avoid someone just putting like a weird border around it?
So actually, they've already figured that out.
Okay.
So I mentioned earlier that they had these existing tools that they were more reactionary than proactive.
Yeah.
The seed of that tool was invented by Microsoft. I think they eventually gave it to other companies.
Okay.
And in subsequent iterations, they figured out that people were actually just like cropping it and adjusting it and uploading it again. Yeah. So the tool's sophisticated enough in its current form to account for that and recognize that. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's weird.
What if you it's like, I want to form a relationship with this person at Facebook and just like keep sending them nudes.
You don't even send them to anyone else.
Yeah. You're like, oh, these are just for me.
That would be funny. Writing yourself, hey, Facebook person.
Yeah, just every week.
I hope you're enjoying this.
How many nudes does this person send? The person at Facebook is just like, stop sending nudes to people. Like, we're on a first name basis here.
You want to hash this photo after hours? Heck yeah.
Like he just gets in the morning.
Oh,
I know these nipples. You again, hey? Yeah.
There goes Fred again.
Yeah.
Oh well. Speaking about something that's been screwing with me and not in a good way, Assassin's Creed Origin DRM has been brutal.
You've experienced this firsthand?
Oh my god! I've been trying to stream it. And I try to stream with H.264, so I'm already hammering my CPU.
Okay.
And then this thing has just wrecked it. And okay, one cool thing.
We need to back up.
Yeah.
What are we talking
Okay.
about?
That's fair. That's fair. Assassin's Creed Origin DRM. It has like 2 or 3 of them or something.
2.
It has 2. Okay, so it has de nouveau.
Which is useless now.
Yeah,
So,
because it's been cracked by like everybody.
Yeah, so in the summer, de nouveau it took like 1 to 2 weeks for hackers to crack it.
Yeah.
But now it's like hours.
Yeah.
So it's basically useless. So in Assassin's
They don't
Creed,
need that anyways.
they used de nouveau again, but they put a second layer on
Yeah, okay.
called VM Protect.
VM Protect. And it has been hitting people, it says here, tanking the game's performance by 30 to 40%, demanding that people have more expensive CPU to play the game. That's not entirely fair. And this is actually the point that I wanted to bring
You mean that
up.
point's not fair? Or
Yeah, because...
That is a quote.
No, I know.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying it's fair is not fair is because you can't even fully surpass it, in my opinion, unless you get something absolutely ludicrous.
So, okay.
I have
see
a
what you're saying.
5960X
Okay.
and SLI 1080s. I have
Must be nice.
way over the top system, but like I should be able to do whatever. That's
Yeah.
my point.
Yeah.
I'm way
So
above.
everyone's getting screwed by it.
This
so.
isn't like a slightly more expensive CPU, like one step above. No, this is like a pretty ridiculous CPU, and I'm trying to stream, but that's not that huge. And one cool thing that ACO has is if you press F1 when you're in the game, and I would recommend pressing it a second time, you can bring up in-game stats. And it shows like each core up to a maximum of 12, I believe, and then how each core is being used, your GPU usage, like all this kind of stuff in game. Really nice little graph thing.
And if it's not clear to people by this point, what we're saying is because of all the DRM, your CPU
Core zero
load just gets crazy, up to like between 60 and 90%.
at medium, 1920 by 1200 medium.
Oh,
I was getting CPU Core 0 peaking at 100% very often.
holy
And I'm
cow.
running at medium, 1920 by 1200. I have weird monitors, don't worry about it. And I'm getting like sometimes as low as 26 FPS
Holy.
if I'm in a highly detailed area with like a torch, which is like pretty brutal, but still 26 FPS, medium, not 4K on that freaking computer.
On that. Yeah.
Like, this is nuts. And like, yeah, I could stream with NVEC, but it's not as good. It doesn't look as good.
The thing that's the worst part about it, just on principle, is that this is a battle between game developers and publishers on one side, and then the cracking, hacking community on the other side. And the people suffering in this case are the people paying for the games.
Yes.
They're collateral damage. They're the ones who are supposed to be, benefiting here, and they're getting the crappiest end of the stick.
I bought the freaking game, man. Like, it's so brutal. Like, for the first, I think, 2 streams that I did with this, I just ran with the performance analytics, which take up like a significant part of your screen, fully open the entire time, just so that people could even, I wasn't even necessarily talking about it the whole time. I just wanted to show, like, look at what is happening to my computer. Because my computer was struggling. Like, it was fighting.
Rough. It was hot in there.
Well, like, I don't think we ever actually hit 60.
Really?
Even at medium. Like, it got up to like 50, high 40s pretty often, but
What would you expect that to hit, given your rig? And
my rig is ridiculous. I should be able to hit 60. I'm not running 4K.
but
That's
like,
my
yeah,
thing.
even on max though. Even on max, you should
Even
be
on
able
max, I should be able to hit 60 because my rig is so insane.
to. Some people apparently are even getting the blue screen of death after like 1 or 2 hours of play.
So I have not experienced that, and I've played, I think, about 19 hours of the game so far. I'm not saying it's not
Not straight.
happening. No. What's
What's your longest session though?
Probably 4.
4 hours, and you're streaming too. Like
Yeah, that's
you're
pretty
probably not
solid.
gonna
That's a
get
lot
it.
of performance. I don't think it's super common, but I have had the game crash when I was first setting the game up and I was trying to tweak my settings, because usually I just go into a game, set it to max settings,
And then dial back.
and then, well, not even, because my computer's so stupid. My last computer that I had was a 2600K, so I made quite a big jump.
Okay.
And at that point in time, I would max settings and then dial it back.
Yeah,
For
okay.
for like all the games I'm playing recently, it's like 1200p is not exactly a difficult resolution to run. Crank everything up, I'll probably get about 60. Everything's fine. This game, no, I had to dial back multiple times, and
Yeah.
in doing that, the game kept crashing. At one point in time, it wouldn't boot again because it would load up and then just get to the main screen and then crash immediately. And I don't remember what I had to do to fix that, but I had to like change some file to like reset all my graphics settings, then do it again. It was quite a mess.
So the natural question now is why? Why does VM Protect make this happen?
I think, yeah, okay.
So it's because that in an effort to protect the other software like the game from being reverse engineered and cracked, it actually executes that software, in this case the game, on a virtual machine. It executes it on this virtual machine with a non-standard architecture, so that makes it hard to crack. But I guess just the act of virtualizing it is just so intensive
Yeah.
that it borks your whole experience and makes the whole act of buying the game.
Actually really annoying. And like a big part of it, I've heard this, I don't know, is that they fight each other too. Denuvo and VM Protect.
Yeah, I know that those two companies had some beef or like didn't get along.
Like the software
yeah.
like conflicts with itself, and that's causing a huge amount of issues. But anyways, I heard you say a key word. You
Uh-oh.
said reverse engineer.
Uh-oh.
Sponsor spot. Oh my goodness. Had to throw in the segue. Had to do it. Anyways, iFixIT, awesome sponsor of ours. We've used their stuff since well before they were a sponsor of ours, but now they like put cool embroidery on our things, which is pretty neat. One thing that Linus says all the time is that you can buy one of these things. This is the ProTech Toolkit. The ProTech Toolkit. It is $59.95. It is a little costly, but it comes with a lot of different things, including suction cups, which can be helpful for taking screens off of things. The 64-bit driver kit. I love this driver. I use it all the time.
Yeah, the last one was x86, and this is way better.
That was fantastic. I used it at TwitchCon when I was building computers on stage, and that was one of the. It worked
I'm a
very
big
well
fan
there.
of this. Big
Yeah.
fan of this. This little spinner on the
Yes,
back.
because you
So
can
dope.
like palm it, and
Oh,
then
I'm doing it right now.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
You guys got to upgrade your resolution if you can't tell what's going on there. So satisfying.
Sorry, Twitch. Anyways, they're leading the charge in electronics repair. You guys have probably seen their website. If you haven't, check it out. They have a lot of really cool teardowns where they tear down a device and they will show how to do that, how to put it back together, give it repairability scores so that you can know what you're getting into when you buy something. You can know how repairable it is, because once that warranty's gone, man, I don't know. They have over 25,000 free repair guides on ifixit.com, which is awesome. They have stuff in here like ESD safe tweezers, ESD safe safety straps, suction cups that I already mentioned. A lot of different Jimmy tools.
Tons of pokies.
Lots of pokies.
These are freaking pokey.
They're very
Pokey.
pokey. Oh, wow.
That's pokey.
Those are quite pokey.
You do some damage.
You could.
The
In a
iFixit
good way.
home defense kit.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, they're pry tools. These little blue, I'm just gonna get personal there for a second.
Yeah.
These little blue pry tools are awesome, especially for Apple devices. They're super helpful for getting into things that are clipped down and popping them off. Wonderful little kit. Anyways, $59.95. Go to ifixit.com/Linus, and you're good.
This whole freaking thing's magnetic too. Like you can just pop that off.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
And then the lid. This is magnetic, so it's a parts tray, and then clips on there.
Not only that, one of my favorite things to do is I take this whole thing out, and then I take the lid and put it down onto the bottom, and it actually perfectly fits right there. And
Wow.
it doesn't even come off when
That's
you
one of your
shake
favorite things to do, hey?
It is.
Yeah.
Pop it on the bottom.
All weekend.
Yeah. I just go home and I just do this. I'm like, oh,
It's been a long week. TGIF.
that's what I needed. Also, what I needed for another segue was some Savage Jerky. You like that? What's your favorite one? Have you had a lot of this stuff?
I've only had the most extreme spicy one.
Oh, just let's chill for a moment. Let's have a chill stream.
Let's have an audible chewing session
Oh my.
for all the headphone users.
What is that called again?
Is that a fetish? Or is-
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a version of hell for me. Does anyone I know who has that fetish? We're friends off, because how can we ever get along?
Not just eating, like doing lots of different things. Maybe Savage Jerky doesn't want this in their sponsor spot. Ugh.
Or maybe it's the niche they have yet to penetrate. This is getting bad.
This is getting very bad.
Unlike this jerky, which is awesome.
Yes, it is. They
What's
have
your-
tons of different flavors.
what's your
This
favorite
one
one?
is teriyaki. My favorite one I'm trying to get into right now, but apparently I'm not savage enough. I'll have to get there.
You are getting there. You see your length compared to the logo here? You're getting
I'm working
there.
on it. Yeah, I should probably shave sometime in the next few weeks. But then it's so I needed to shave like literally on November 1st, and then everyone's like, "Hey, you're doing No Shave November?" I'm like,
It looks like
I already did No Shave October, so I'm a little ahead of the game."
Amish December. No shave 2019.
This stuff is very good. Try that. That's Linus's favorite one. It's my favorite one.
Oh, cilantro.
It's really good. Okay,
That smells good.
cilantro is very polarizing.
Yeah, but it's only like 5% of the population or something
Okay.
for whom it tastes like soap. I'm not one of those people.
Okay, cool.
I like it.
Me too.
I'm a fan of Mexican food. Savage grunt.
They have 13 different Savage flavors of jerky. People seem to love sriracha bacon. That's been really popular. Maple buffalo bacon, probably popular in Canada. Their traditional one is really good. Mojo is my favorite one and Linus's favorite one. If you
Oh,
Mojo, yeah. Apparently that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. I said
That's so
Mojo
funny.
for the longest time.
what does the J stand for? Jalapeno?
I'm pretty sure it's just a word, just not English.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was like an acronym, but the J for the acronym was like Spanish,
Oh.
so it was mojo. Like,
Oh.
ja 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 ha ha ha. Like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. I don't think that's it. I'm pretty sure it's a word.
Oh,
I think Twitch chat will correct us.
I'm gonna,
Mojo?
Mojo.
I don't know.
I'm gonna continue living in my reality because it's funnier.
I got it from World of Warcraft. You used you'd fight the trolls, and then you'd pick up. I thought it was Mojo, and I thought it was
Yeah, Austin
powerful,
Powers, right?
powerful Mojo. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that threw me off. But anyways, it's wonderful, tastes amazing, and you get 10% off if you go to. Apparently, the link is geni.us/Savage Jerky on YouTube. There will be a link down in the description. You get 10% off. Use offer code LTT. It's all good. Heck yeah. And if you're like, wow,
You did it. You said it.
no. Ah! I'm doing it too much. If you are able to start a business around making shirts based on things people say, you could use FreshBooks to manage your financials for said business. FreshBooks, heck yeah! FreshBooks is a super simple to use invoicing tool that actually does a lot more to help you create and send slick-looking invoices super fast, which is one of the cool parts. You can also use it to check if someone has seen their invoice, which is good because then you can follow up and be like, "Hey, buddy, why haven't you paid your invoice?"
You looked at it.
Yeah, you've seen it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, I didn't get your email." It's like actually you opened it. So, I don't know. Or you can not be passive-aggressive and just use it to track your finances. That would also be fantastic. If you have any questions, you can contact them, reach out to their support staff, and talk to a real person immediately. No phone tree, no escalations, no return calls. You just talk to someone right away. It's awesome. I would highly recommend checking out FreshBooks. We used it on Scrapyard Wars once, and it honestly actually made the whole thing easier, which was pretty cool. Visit freshbooks.com/WAN, enter WAN in the How Did You Hear About Us section, and you will get a free trial, which is awesome. Free unrestricted 30-day trial. There we go.
Remember the show Orange County Choppers?
Yes.
And that main guy had like a tattoo on his hand that said like "pay me," or
Yeah, I think so.
the B word.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining FreshBooks has like a sticker like you can send to people. Like, there's a read receipt indicating that you have seen the invoice.
Sticker.
Yeah. You know, they love stickers now.
Okay, let's do this one. This one is juicy.
This one's all you. You seem like you've got it.
so
It's
juicy.
personal for you.
Okay, so Logitech. Oh, let me post this in the Twitch chat.
Scandalous.
My boys, what are you doing?
It's a scandal.
Okay, so I jumped ahead a little bit. You did have this in there. Let's go here.
This is a bit of a little story. There's a narrative arc we need to elucidate here.
So I believe it originates from here. Is this the original?
It's the most original I've seen.
Okay, yeah. So it might come from somewhere else, but whatever. It originates from here. Harmony Link, EOS, or EOL. People are trying to figure out what's going on. Essentially, let's go a little bit further back. From what I've heard, I have no actual proper source for this. I read it on Reddit. That's a thing that you can do. Apparently, Logitech was fire selling, like selling at a very high discount, Harmony Link devices not that long ago. Fast forward, and people were happy about this. That's fantastic. Fast forward a few
140
months.
characters. What is a Harmony Link?
Harmony Link is a universal remote for lots of things in your house, like your TV, your sound system, your lights, etc.
It's not an enterprise product?
I do not believe so.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
That could be wrong.
Regardless.
Let me look this up real quick.
Yeah, a little quick Google here.
Harmony Link. Images.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong.
Looks kind of businessy.
Watch cable, watch Apple TV, dinner time.
That sounds like home.
Yeah.
Right. Back
okay,
on track
so
here.
back to here. Give me a moment. Oh no,
Derailed.
that was the right page. Fantastic. Oh no, it's the wrong page. Anyways, that's a little bit of a spoiler. So let's just jump to that. Anyways, they decided that, well, hey, let's use your thing actually. The next step is something I had no idea about. Logitech decided to shut down all Harmony Link systems because theoretically it would not renew a technology certificate license that expires in March 2018.
So because reasons, Logitech's like, we're no longer going to support, not only we're not going to support, we're actually going to just totally brick this product. It's not like it's that old. We were just selling them to people a couple months ago because we knew this was coming and we wanted to make a bunch of money. Now we're bricking them. So if you own this thing, no matter when you bought it, you're just pooped.
And they were giving 35% discount to purchase a new Harmony Hub, which doesn't have this issue. And apparently, it was a encryption certificate that, if not renewed, could leave vulnerabilities in the Link system.
We should be a little more clear, though. It's like when they were bricking it, they notified people that if it was still under warranty, you would be given a Harmony Hub. But if you were out of warranty, you would have to buy this thing for a $35 discount.
I think the fire sale ones that I was reading, they had a shorter warranty.
Oh.
I think they were like refurb, shorter warranty.
Get the hell out of the warranty.
I don't know if that was all real, though. That was just reading in some comments. That was not legitimate sources. Don't worry about that part. Consider all of that to be a rumor. What did happen is they started bricking these things, and they were giving Harmony Hubs to people that did have a warranty. That was how that was working. But I don't think it has ever happened where a large company has bricked something like this.
Do you know?
I don't know of one person.
Getting a free Harmony Hub, if you're under warranty, was that a response to the outrage?
No.
That was off the bat.
No, that was off the bat.
Okay.
So, what has now
Outrage
happened,
ensued.
Yes, outrage absolutely ensued. This was huge on Reddit, one of the top posts, blah, 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 blah. People were super pissed off. Now, after online outrage, Logitech will now replace Harmony Link devices for free regardless of warranty status. So if you have one, you're good. Striking Crayon, you can get a new Harmony Hub.
What if you don't have one? Can you pretend?
I'm kind of wondering if you go buy like
The
some
PR
used one.
is so bad at this point. If you
Yeah.
you just shake the kid.
Hey, give me a hub.
Fine,
Yeah.
just take it and go. Shut up.
This is rough. They shouldn't have done it in the first place, but to give them some amount of credit, this is the right response.
Well, it's interesting because
And it's
giving
an expensive response.
this response is still cheaper than them just renewing the certificate.
Do you know how much that would
Clearly.
cost? Oh yeah, so it
must have been cheaper,
we're assuming,
right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been like,
wicked
okay,
expensive certificate.
the certificate company. There's someone just rolling.
Yeah.
Rolling.
Except they didn't get the sale, I guess. So I don't know.
That certificate money.
Yeah. So this is interesting. I'm very uncomfortable with the initial response because this has been a huge issue for me.
You mean the initial play from Logitech?
Yeah, the decision to just brick. Because one of the reasons why I hate devices that have to be connected to the internet is this. The ability for, if someone has a gaming console, for it to just be like, well, you can't play until you get this update.
Yeah, that's baloney.
Yeah, and what if you get that pushed before you're able to actually play, or what if that's queued up? Like the system knows that you need an update in 2 weeks, and then you go offline, and then you can't update it anymore. It's like, what?
I mean, there are products that there's a risk assumed when you buy it because you know that it interacts with some kind of subscription service. Like this is a security camera, and the footage is hosted off-site, and you have to pay every month for that. And you know, like, okay, if this company goes under, this camera's not going to work anymore. That's a risk you're assuming when you buy it. But when you're buying something when that's not explicitly stated at the time of purchase, it's just like a form of theft if they brick it later on.
Yeah. So apparently, yeah, like this for example, the Nintendo Miiverse closed down.
What is that?
It was like I didn't actually really use it, but I had a Wii U, so it had it connected. I think it was like a social platform within Nintendo. You could like draw some things, and you could talk to people and stuff.
So it's like have a hotel for your little Miis that you create?
I honestly have no idea.
Oh, come on,
because I never did it.
You did it a lot, didn't you?
I didn't. I did see, because I didn't even know how, because I was that terrible.
Okay.
Because all I did was play Mario Kart. I played the crap out of Mario Kart. And the thing is, when I would go back to like the home menu, there'd be little dudes walking around on the home menu.
Who are
there'd be
these people?
Speech bubbles. There'd be speech bubbles, and in the speech bubbles would be like crazy drawings and all this kind of stuff. So I think that was coming from the Miiverse.
Yeah, so you could tell by the content of the speech bubbles that it was user created stuff.
Yes, it definitely was. So it was coming from somewhere. So I'm assuming, I think it was Miiverse. I don't know.
So what do they do to the Miiverse?
It's gone.
See ya.
Yeah.
Why?
And Nintendo does that though. They shut down services on platforms that aren't that old, like super fast.
Interesting.
And I was reading two completely different threads on two completely different parts of the internet at the same time that were talking about pretty similar things. Because I was reading about three, I guess, technically. Logitech breaking their devices. End of life. We're just not going to do this anymore. See you later. World of Warcraft bringing Classic back. And the Miiverse thing being shut down. And it was three different companies' approaches. Nintendo goes like, okay, this service on this device is no longer being supported. It's being shut down. You can still use the device. You can still play your games. But this like social thing or this store or whatever is being shut down. And then Logitech goes, LOL, your device is bricked. And then Blizzard, now they didn't have Classic WoW before, but that's because they progressed their game. But you can still play custom games and stuff on Warcraft 3? So there's some companies that are just like, nope, we made this. We're going to support it forever.
This is actually a good segue right now for another topic.
Oh, dang.
Where did it go? Speaking of Blizzard.
You look like you have something to say. No, you're just hanging out? Sounds good.
This one.
Yeah. Okay. So this is pretty neat. This is I guess a similar.
StarCraft 2 goes free to play after being out for a surprising amount of time. 7 years? Good lord.
Yeah.
I thought it came out like 2 years ago. It's still a new game. It's still a new game in my books. It's like, oh yeah, like the third expansion like just came out. Legacy
Okay,
of the
yeah, but
Void's
the
probably
third expansion.
Yeah, but I stopped
Okay,
playing
it's
when
the
Heart of the
second
Swarm came out.
It's the second expansion.
Yeah.
But-
Third part.
Yeah, that's a lot of expansions for a game, though.
But it's one game.
Do you still play StarCraft 2?
No,
Okay.
but when
Wait, you quit at Heart of the Storm.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. When I read this though, I was like, ooh, we should get it though. We should all get it. Like we should all play here. I shouldn't go home this weekend.
LAN
I should
party
sleep
StarCraft 2?
on the Casper. I love StarCraft, man. It's so
It's pretty cool. Blizzard will continue to make money off of StarCraft 2 by selling co-op commanders, additional single-player campaigns at $15 each or $40 for a bundle of 3, and other premium upgrades like announcer packs. I know they have like a Total Biscuit announcer pack and some other ones. Special skins and war chests.
So that's what costs money, but what's free is you can download StarCraft 2, like the original Wings of Liberty campaign, totally for free. If you, in the past, bought Wings of Liberty, like me,
Yep.
you can get Heart of the Swarm for free.
Does that keep going? Because I have the first 2 and not the third one. Oh no, I think I bought the third one. Never mind.
If you purchased an expansion pack previously, like if you bought Heart of the Swarm before, then you will get Ghost skin and some other swag, 3 new portraits.
Okay,
Those kind
yeah,
of things.
I
I don't know if they're going to give you
Don't care.
Legacy of the Void, but when you,
I think I have Legacy of the Void anyways.
the thing is, you're really only talking about the campaign because you get to download the single player campaign for Wings of Liberty, but it gives you access to multiplayer, and on multiplayer, it's the full on multiplayer with
Yeah.
ranked matches, and it's all the units from all the expansions. But they did something kind of cool. They
Okay.
didn't want these people who just downloaded StarCraft to be able to do these ranked matches because people who are ranked can just light up these noobs all the time. They wanted people to have some experience when they got to the ranked play, so they make you play not a set number of matches, but you have to play against either AI or an unranked match on 10 different days. Like 10 different
Wow, yeah,
calendar
10
days.
separate days.
10 like separate play sessions, I guess.
And I think a lot of that will have to do with trolls as well. Because if you make someone like power up an account essentially for 10 days, that's a lot of work to troll someone. And a lot of like, because I think it's a little bit of both. There's definitely you're protecting people from getting just stomped on.
That's what they stated. They had a little quote here.
Our way to preserve the quality and integrity of the ranked experience.
Well, I guess that could apply to both sides of the coin.
That's what I'm kind of saying.
Yeah.
And like it's a huge issue for a lot of games, and it's a reason why a lot of free-to-play games have some sort of time barrier in front of being able to hit ranked play, is because people that are just going to blatantly use hacks, even if they just get banned immediately, if they can just regen accounts all the time and they don't care, then it doesn't matter, and they're just going to hack and screw with people, get banned in an hour even. Who cares? Then there's just trolling the hell out of people, stream sniping, whatever else is going on.
I had flashbacks. I saw the screenshots. These Colossus just ripping up the Marines there. I was like, oh.
Dude, 4-base carriers? Hit me up. I got you.
Are you Protoss?
Yeah.
Protoss to the grave.
Are you Protoss too?
That deserves a high
Nice.
five, dude.
Yeah. I like it.
Toss.
My brother, Cold SC, shout out, used to cast StarCraft.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it was awesome. Day 9 is like one of my favorite dudes.
Yeah,
I
Day 9's
watched
sick.
WCS in Korea. It was amazing.
Oh,
We
no
have,
way,
we
you
have
did
a
that?
little bit of, yeah, we have a little bit of StarCraft blood in our family.
Oh, that's sick, man.
Yeah.
I used to watch Husky every
Yes!
Husky StarCraft
H
every
the
day.
Husky.
H the Husky here.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Anyways, we are that's sort of it. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Let's do a little bit about Twitter getting 280 for everybody.
Yeah, okay, so that's actually been really
Sucks.
cool. You really?
I don't like it.
Why?
Because the requirement for you to essentialize and boil down your point into this little art form of 140 characters was the only differentiator between Twitter and Facebook. Now, it's just rants. It's just you can just make a giant rant, a wall of text. I mean, it's still limited. It's still 280. It's not huge, but like, I liked writing something out and being like, okay, how can I shave 20 characters off this, and getting it down to just this little snap. That was awesome. I don't really know why people wanted it to be bigger.
I would have really appreciated even Okay, so what I really wanted was for tags to not count.
Ah.
That's one thing that really bugged me. And a link. Like, one link. One URL link shouldn't count.
That's true.
And like those
That's
two things would just destroy my character counts all the time. And like you get into conversations where more people keep on joining, and then you want to reply, and your reply button, it's like 40 characters left. It's like, what? Just because I want to continue the conversation, I only get 40 characters. Like that started getting ridiculous. And then they said they were going to fix that.
Well, this is a fix to that in a way.
Yeah, it is sort of.
But
and
not
then,
just that.
And then even with those fixes, I would have liked even like 10 or 20 characters more. I hear where you're coming from. 280 is kind of a lot. I actually went to go tweet out a thing. Someone asked me a question, and I wanted to sort of rant it a little bit, so I decided to fill out the character thing without realizing that we now had 280. And I was like, I'm going to rant these points. And then I'm like, oh, wow. I have half of this left. I wanted this to be punchy but full.
Yeah.
And now punchy but full is like huge.
Yeah, it's
and
like...
it changes some of the mentality because you're like, okay, that's half of what this guy had to respond. That isn't the most packed he could have made that message because he had twice the capacity left.
Yeah, it like dilutes the whole platform because before it's just everybody's just like snappy. Now
I'm getting a little bit more on your side.
I'm not my best self on Twitter now. I can just be like...
Say hi to Twitter.
But before, I had to like... You know, the point's been made. We know.
Yeah.
You get it.
Anyways. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning into the WAN show. The links in the description. Everything's cool. Tune in next week. I almost forgot my own announcement. Not this weekend, but next weekend, I'm going to be doing a big 24-hour charity stream. I'm going to be doing the same thing I did last year, but with slight changes on what games will be played. So I will be playing a game starting with 1990. So I'll be playing a game from 1990 and then play that for 1 hour. And then the next hour, play a game from 1991. Next hour, a game from 1992.
That's awesome.
Next hour, a game from 1993. And just climb through the ages. I do one of these every year for my birthday to raise a whole bunch of money for Extra Life. Come by, hang out, have fun, tell your friends. Talk to me, talk to the chat, watch some really cool games. I only play each game for an hour, so if you don't like it, just
Are you going to have accompanying music?
Come back.
You should have like an album from 91 playing and an album from 94
That's
playing.
super cool. I would get audio blacked immediately. But only for the VOD, I guess. So I could do it for the live viewers.
That'd be sweet.
But I'm not uploading the VOD anywhere.
That'd be so cool. Because
I
then you
might
could
do that.
scrub through it and be like, oh, he's in grunge. Like, and then, like, oh, whoa, System of a Down exists now.
That could be pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, I'm totally going to be doing that. I know game day was last weekend, but I do Extra Life funding the entire year round. So I don't really care about game day. So get off me.
Boom, get conked.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, come on by, hang out. It's going to be fun. Next weekend, starting Saturday at about noon. So let me look at the date for that.
I'm doing nothing. I'll be at home.
Heck yeah. 18th to 19th, Saturday at noon. Hang out in the chat or something.
Be there.
Twitch.tv/Luke_LAFR. Come by next weekend. Donate some stuff to Extra Life. And if you can't donate some stuff to Extra Life, that's also cool. Just come hang out.
Show up virtually.
Yeah.
Laser James will be there.
Yeah. Is your Twitch handle Laser James?
No, but I should change
That's
it to
amazing.
That. You know what that's from? Like,
no.
The laser cutter came with these crazy superhero sunglasses, like for blocking the lasers, and I wore them on the last WAN show that I was on. And people, they dubbed me Laser James in the comments.
Holy cow! I actually really
I'm
like
so
that
stupid. I changed my handle recently. I should have made it Laser James. I'm fired.
Awesome.
That's.
Anyways, show's over. We're gonna play the intro again. Whoop!
Thanks, guys.
Yay! Can we get more Luke James streams? Yeah, kick Linus out. Just have some fun.
Mutiny. Fired. LJ. Fired.
Okay, bye.
Show, buddy.
Yeah, that was